God, it sounds so...
Yeah, it sounds,
It's freaking me out a little.
Yeah.
Oxenfree is a game that could have been filed under Worth Playing or Spookin' with Scoops. It's not the scariest game ever, but have no doubt, it's a hell of a ghost story. A bunch of high school students have traveled to a small island that's one part tourist trap, one part party central. You're there for the second reason, but it's, a complicated group. You're introduced to 3 of them at the start, though you'll meet more along the way. The character you're playing as, Alex, has brought along her stepbrother, who she's only just getting to know because their parents got married.
I'd been out of school, and the timing had just never worked out, so...
And what does that make you to her then? A, second cousin?
He's just a guy. What else would he be?
No, but isn't there like a term for it?
Stepbrother, technically.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that was even a thing.
Ren has been Alex's best friend for years, and besides being incredibly awkward and nerdy, seems to know way more about the island than he's letting on.
Totally kaput.
If we can't use it, why'd you bring it? Not just for the boat.
No. You'll see. I don't expect too much, but nah, it'll be fun. I won't undercook it. You'll see.
Oxenfree is a pretty straightforward adventure game. You're wandering around, interacting with stuff in the environment, and making dialogue choices that, for the most part, seem inconsequential. The game doesn't provide any real feedback on how characters are responding or whether one choice or another will have an impact, leaving you to wonder what might be. I prefer this approach, actually. In the Telltale games, I'll often turn off the overbearing, "they will remember this." Without it, my choices feel more honest. Mostly, I enjoyed forcing Alex to smoke, just so she could look cool.
You alright? They're filtered.
Yeah, no, I'm in flavor country over here.
One interesting wrinkle between Oxenfree and Life is Strange, we've seen more games try to tackle the awkwardness of teenagers in the last year than I can remember. They succeed and fail for different reasons, but whereas Life is Strange was clumsy but endearing, Oxenfree feels more authentic but too, I don't know what's the word, hipster? They don't seem to speak their age. It doesn't end up mattering very much though, since the characters themselves make sense and you buy into their individual stories. Anyway, the ghost stuff.
Jonas?
Hello? Dear, tell everyone.
Hello?
Sleepy. Time. Yeah. Everything. Fine. Things. There. Same. Don't know. If. Leave. Is possible.
This is insane.
Who... Who are you on the...
Listen. Bobtail. Shave. Tail. Sleepy. Time. Yeah. Is. Leave. Possible.
I can't talk about it very much without getting into the story, the very reason to play Oxenfree, but after messing around with an urban legend the kids get way more than they bargained for, they open up a rift to somewhere. As you might expect, things only get worse from there, much worse. And I can't talk about Oxenfree without discussing the incredible radio mechanic. As you wander around the world, you can open up this radio and switch over to different frequencies. And often this is because of the storyline and what you're supposed to be doing to progress. But I would just kind of wander around and shift between the different frequencies and see what you can hear. There are even achievements for finding quote-unquote secret frequencies that even play into a larger ARG that is embedded into the game. Oxenfree both is and isn't a horror game. Importantly, it's more than loud noises. In fact, the game doesn't even really have any jump scares to speak of. That's not to say Oxenfree isn't creepy, but horror doesn't mean you're filled with nightmares. It can mean you're left feeling uneasy, and Oxenfree constantly made me feel uneasy.
That's... God, I haven't heard this in forever. This is something my mom used to... I am so tired of this funhouse bullcrap.
Why?
It works because the characters work. The game is filled with tiny moments of world building that suggest relationships that stretch well before the ones we're observing.
Well, I'd marry Nona. I like the quiet types.
I'm flattered, I think.
Okay, you're going down the line. Who'd you do the dirty with?
Clarissa, obviously.
Obviously. You're not gonna call her out on that?
No, I believe her. I mean, look at me.
And wait, that means you'd kill me? Out of everyone here, your best friend.
Hey, you wanted to know.
Most of the time, though, I was observing Oxenfree's incredible visuals. It's easy to get lost in the beautiful backdrops, scenes made all the more meaningful by the haunting soundtrack. I mean, just listen to this music. Oxenfree is one of those look, you should just play it types of games. Saying much more would spoil the fun, but needless to say, I was genuinely shocked by how things played out at the end, and I am really anxious to dive back into the world and see what might have gone differently. All I know is that I want games to tell more ghost stories.
Sure.